And we are live talking about movies. Once again, Oscar season is coming. And we will talk about 2025 movies mostly. How are you, Cole?
Well, feeling horrible, but real powerful through this, I guess. Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining me. And thank you for sharing with me that list of movies I ended up watching. That's a list on Letterboxd. I will be linking that list in the description after the stream. Anyhow, let's screen share that uh, Oscar listing, if we can call it that way. Let's do this. So we will start with the bottom of the page being the best casting. So, Amnet, I heard about that movie. I didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
Yes, it was great. Not one of my favorites of the year, but it does deserve to be there, arguably. Which I'm surprised though, because I was not a big fan of the other directors' films. If you They did Nomadland, The Rider, and Eternals.
Well, that's a weird lineup. How can they make something good and they did Eternals? Okay, I'm a bit savage here.
Yeah,
Um,
this is a new category. They've been wanting this and best stunt work at the Oscars for years. They finally put it in. This is the first year with it. They still haven't put in stunt work, but yeah.
Amazing. Well, um, in second place, Marty Supreme. I did hear a lot about that one, and that's actually in my watch list eventually once I get the chance around that one. But did you add time for Marty Supreme?
Yeah, I've seen all these. Marty Supreme is by the one of the directors of Good Time and Uncut Gems and such. They split up after I think like a couple years ago to do their own things, kind of like the Coen brothers did. So it's by one of the Safdie brothers, but the other one did the Smashing Machine, so that's what they
Oh,
both did. But
a
yeah,
movie I liked.
this is
Um,
probably my third favorite of the year.
really? That good?
Mhm.
Interesting. So now the next one, finally, a movie I've seen. A Battle After Another One. Do you think it deserves to be in Best Picture?
Well, we're not there yet, but I would say yes. This is my second favorite film of the year. And now, the first favorite film of the year wasn't nominated. It didn't get a single nom, and everybody has been pissed about that because the director did stuff like the original Old Boy. He's a Korean director. He's done some of like the best films of old time, and this was another one. And the Oscars have never nominated him once, not even for international film once, which is insane. But yeah, putting that aside, yeah, this I would say is deserved. Then The Secret Agent was a great film. Wouldn't say I liked it as much as other people did. But yeah, if all I'm going to say is prepare to see a lot of toxicity online again. This is another Brazilian film, and I don't know if you know about Brazilian and like Argentinian and like Indian film fans, but yeah, they're pretty toxic. Their fandoms, and last year there was a Brazilian film nominated for Best Picture as well called "I'm Still Here," and then just because it didn't win Best Picture, they hated on every movie that like won awards over it, mainly Anora. Uh,
Oh,
yeah,
Nora.
one. Yeah, so if this doesn't win Best Picture, which it won't, whatever does win Best Picture, it's gonna get trashed on by all those fans online. So just prepare for that.
It's funny that you mentioned Nora. It's so tragic. So today I went to see Send Help. I didn't expect to like it that much. I did see the trailer prior, and I was like, "Oh, that seems like a fun movie." And I was shockingly pleased with it. I adored Sin Elp, and it actually made to my top 10, right underneath Triangle of Sadness. I don't know if you've seen Sin Elp.
Not yet.
Man, that's something else, and it just kicked out an aura from my top 10 ever. So as of right now, St. Elp sits in ninth place in my top 10,
I see.
just underneath um, Triangle of
Yeah,
Sadness.
I mean,
And
it is a Sam Raimi film, so I'm excited to see it.
yeah, so maybe I placed the bar too high, but I adore that thing. But to get back to 2025 movies, another one I've seen, I don't know why my computer translated, but that's Sinners, and I love Sinners. That's one of my favorite horror flick of 2025. What did you think of Sinners?
Yeah, amazing film. Deserves to be here. There are people though who are, as they always do, stupidly turning on it now, purely because it got a bunch of Oscar noms, and that's it. And that's what they always do every year though with these films. So this film got nominated for 15 Oscars or so, and that's the most in history. So just because of that, people are now hating on it and saying it's overrated purely because of that, because they're stupid. And look, it didn't deserve to be the most nominated in history, but that okay, being the most nominated in history doesn't mean that you're like the best of all time, and it's just an award show. And also, like it's about the context as well. It got a bunch of nominees because it's phenomenal in all of like the tech and design categories and everything, which is what really boosts up their noms. And because of the casting category now being introduced, that's an extra nom. But and also because of it being introduced, and because they had to nominate it as one of the best films of the year, now they had to like nominate actors who maybe wouldn't have gotten nominated otherwise, because it would be weird not to, and yet they got nominated for the casting thing. So a bunch of supporting actors and such got in who arguably didn't deserve it. Which I mean, they did a great job, and I like Delroy Lindo a lot, but he's had better performances and whatnot. But anyway, it's all about the context. So it's like, and this is probably not going to win Best Picture, even if it's the most nominated film at the award show and of all time. I don't think it's going to win over one battle after another, but we'll see.
I
But
am not surprised. Again, Sinner, I've heard so many people talk about that movie. It's always very high in most people
yeah,
lists. Like there are some fluke out there, some people that are like, yeah, I didn't like that movie as much as the others, but like most people genuinely really love Sinners, and I'm in that boat. For once, I'm on the right side of history. So I guess. No other choice was snubbed. No other choice was snubbed. What do you mean, no other choice? Oh,
Uh,
by the way,
yes, so that's the film I was talking about. My favorite film of the year. Yes, that's the Korean film.
you got
Uh,
the link in the secretary if you end up having a few minutes. I know you got a show soon at some point, but
yeah,
here's the link, Gray, if you want
yeah.
to hop
Every
in.
film pretty much deserved to be here. Besides that, it should have got it. It should have gotten in over F1. It was stupid and
I
didn't get anything.
I didn't get around to see F1 to be honest. I heard good things about it, but I just didn't at the time.
It's whatever. But yeah, and also the last thing I also say about Sinners as well is the other reason why it got the most noms in history. Again, with the context is because I believe Amelia Perez broke the record last year, and that aged like milk, and then everybody was like hating on it. It's because of its I guess offensiveness and everything, and they thought it was like terrible film, and then all the anti-Semitic shit that the actress for it said online on her Twitter that resurfaced. So they basically did this as well, just so then it could dethrone Amelia Perez, so they can get rid of that embarrassment.
That's funny. You call it an embarrassment. I did like that movie a lot. Anyway, I guess we move on to the next section, and the next section is Best International Feature Film, starting with The Secret Agent. We already kind of touched upon it, but do you think it has any chance on winning? Because you've seen it, I didn't, so you may have a better opinion on that one.
There are, since it got in for casting and such, it's probably going to win because the two. I mean, there's like best picture, best casting, and best like editing that are really three big ones for movies. So it might, and director as well, but so there's a good chance it could win, but it's down to two films mainly. I believe if you can scroll down, I mean, I believe that one's called "It Was Just an Accident," which was an excellent film, very close to making my top 10 this year, and I'm glad that the director finally got some credit and a writing nom and stuff because he's been making great films for years, and he was actually someone I forgot where he's from, like Iran or something, but he's made a lot of films in the past with like certain like messages and stuff, and also with like female characters. That was a big no there, but he hid it in his films subtly. But eventually they found out, and then he was put under house arrest. And then while he was under house arrest, he filmed two films in his house under house arrest, and then shipped them inside of like a cake or something in like a USB drive to like film festivals.
This is a real artist there.
Yeah.
Uh, I gotta say, the next one, the sentimental value. It's actually in my watch list as well, side by side with Materialist.
Oh yeah. Well, that's just gonna get to, yeah. It's like it's either gonna be The Secret Agent or Sentimental Value. Those are what it's down to. Sentimental Value is the better film to me, and it's also nominated for Best Picture and a lot of acting noms and such. So it could go to any there, but the Secret Agent getting like a Best Cast and nom and other things does put it in the run in. So I guess we'll see. I hope it goes to Sentimental Value. Director did a few years ago did The Worst Person in the World was his other film, and it was amazing as well. And the actress in it got a nominee as well. He worked with her again. Yeah, she was fantastic. It also has I believe it's Stellan Skarsgård, who got nominated as well, and Ellie Fannin, who got nominated. So yeah.
So coming next, Sirit. I never heard about that one.
Yeah, I haven't
Is
seen
it
that
worth
yet,
it?
but
Oh,
it
okay.
I haven't seen it yet, but it looks good. And so this is okay. I know your titles are in France, so I like
The voice of the Ijabi
yeah,
from
um,
Tunisia.
yeah. So this film, and I agree, great, but yeah, this film, okay. This is a film. Okay, so it's from Tunisia. It isn't from Palestine. Okay, but basically the whole premise is it's like the last moments of like some girl in Palestine who was like, I guess, murdered by Israeli forces and stuff over the phone and everything, trying to get help, I guess. Yeah, it was a great film, and please let's not talk about the politics in this shit. All right, all I'm gonna say is literally both sides have been just as bad, in my opinion. And it's a really like long, complicated thing. Really, all that matters is just the innocent civilians involved. That's really all we should care about. But yeah, I mean, it was an excellent film, though. Here's the problem, though. Okay, it's a documentary on, and now you might say, okay, why is it in Best International Film? No, they do that a lot. They've done it before, movies like Collective. But my big thing is No Other Choice, Korean film, like the best film of the year. Didn't even get nominated for this. Didn't even get into this, and like if and this is but this got in over it instead for that category, and this is what pisses me off because it's like I don't know if they just did this because they wanted to like put it centerfold because they consider like international feature and the country getting nominated to be more valuable than documentary and makes more of a statement. But it's really annoying because this film, despite the high ratings and despite being one of the best documentaries of the year, didn't get in for best documentary, which it easily could have. And in fact, it could have won the category, and then that would have been more important for them if they wanted to put it like center stage. But they didn't. So, appreciate paper these days. But yeah, I mean,
It's paper.
yeah,
But to get back to politics, I have no idea. Well, I heard about that, but I don't know enough to really
yeah, but
help
it's just
anywhere with
like
it.
they didn't nominate for documentary feature, even though it's a documentary and one of the best rated of the year, and it could have won, but which is like weird and annoying. But I guess they wanted to put this center stage, like make it more valuable, quote unquote. But it winning possibly the Oscar would have been more valuable, and then it's like again like you it's like you could have done that, and then you could have given this spot to no other choice, and that's what pisses me off. But I mean, even then, I would have like nominated both of those over C-Rat, right? The looks of the ratings, but I haven't seen C-Rat yet, so I'm not gonna say that for certain. But yeah,
Well, I guess this was the section. Let's go to the next one,
yeah. So
being best documentary short film. So I've seen none of them. Shocker,
yeah,
surprising,
we can
right?
skip the short categories. It's fine.
Okay, well, amazing.
I
So
will see
going
these at a
next,
later date, though.
best live action short film. So is there any good short film
I
that
haven't
came out?
seen any of them yet, but the Singers does have insanely high ratings, as you can see. So if you scroll down there, so, but it does also only have 49 ratings. So who knows?
Maybe it's all 49 fans of whoever made that movie.
Hmm.
I guess we move on to a category we have seen, maybe? Question mark. Oh, animated short film. Oh, I
Yeah,
haven't seen any.
yeah, you can go up, and then we've seen these ones. At least I have. But yeah, so this year now, and people were shocked this year. They were like, really, it took this long? But yeah, I mean, I've known about it for a while. But yeah, they finally announced like after last Oscars that they're gonna make it so you cannot vote on a category if you haven't seen any all of the five noms. And everybody was just like, "Wait, you? They've never done that before," which shows how meaningless the Oscars is. And this was the number one thing where, yeah, for years it was so blatantly obvious that most of the voters didn't watch like any of the animated films. They just chose like what their kids watched because they considered them kids films, and that's why like Pixar and Disney won majority of the time. But anyway, now that they're doing that though, and they put that into place and they've revamped it a bit, they have been doing a better job with it. And the nominees are still some like fucking screw jobs and undeserved winners in my opinions at times, but still they done a good job. This year for animated films was a bit weaker than usual. Arco was good. K-pop Demon Hunters was good. If you could scroll down.
K-pop. Surprisingly enough, my sister has seen it. She doesn't see many movies, but that's
Yeah,
one of the few
yeah, it's
movies
been
she ended
blowing
up
up, and it
watching.
is really good. I would not say it was like amazing though, like other people are saying. And the main thing is like some of the animation work and directed not great, and because of the director behind it, even though the Spider Verse studio did it, but it was still good. But their music in it though was fire, and it could very well win the Oscar for the song that was nominated for it. Like it was like number one on OO for I believe, and but yeah, and then yeah, Melee was good as well, and then Zootopia 2 was surprisingly really good. I just thought the first Zootopia was good, and I wasn't expecting much of anything from the second as another sequel, but it was actually great. And Elia was just like a meh Pixar film again.
I'm surprised to see Elio there simply because I've seen the trailer and I was like, that doesn't seem
I'm not.
fun.
You know, they
And
need to put in Pixar every year. It's their thing, I guess, but that's why nobody
I
takes them seriously.
I also see the score right now, and that's telling.
Yeah,
So I guess people didn't enjoy it,
yeah,
but
they
it's
ran out of.
animated, so let's place it there.
Yeah, I mean, it's an indie film and anime film, so I wasn't expecting it to get go there. But one film I would have nominated over it is 100 Miles, I believe it's called. But yeah, if my winner choice for that would actually probably be Zootopia 2, which is insane to say, but two of the or three of the indie films there also would be in the run-in. But yeah, anyway, documentary features. So I know you haven't seen any of these, but yeah,
How did you
majority of these are
guess?
great
How
though.
did you guess?
No, but they're great. You really should see more documentaries. However, there's also one that I think you would like a lot because it's less of a documentary. It's more like if I know you're a big fan of police work and detective work,
Oh yeah,
and I don't know if you've seen like police dash cam POV videos and also like interrogation videos, but if
I've
you
seen a
scroll
few.
down, yeah, like the one film below there called the Perfect Neighbor. It's basically like a feature length film, basically about that about pretty much all just police POV footage and interrogation footage about an incident, and it's kind of and it touches upon the stupid and ridiculous stand your ground law in the United States. But
Which one is it? The Alabama Solution?
below. So
Oh,
it's below. It's the last one. That one.
oh, the
I
perfect
think you would
neighbor.
like that a lot. You should at least watch that one. But
You
yeah,
know
all
what?
these.
It's also on Netflix. Therefore, maybe that gives me a reason to watch it with my wife. We'll
Yeah.
see. Actually, yeah, I consider it right now.
Wait. What? Wife? Oh,
Yeah,
damn! I
I'm.
didn't
I
know.
got engaged, my friend.
Shit. I didn't know.
Marriage is this summer.
Wow.
Uh oh, we got a great coming here. I agree. How are you, bro?
Hey, I'm doing a lot better now. It's been way too long since I've been able to hear Cole's opinions on movies. So, yeah, excited to just join and kind of be quiet
Yeah.
here. But
I've been
so far, I
so
agree with what the man
busy.
said.
Yeah. Yeah. I also think I got food poisoning, so I've been feeling like hell. But yeah, still came on. But yeah.
And that's amazing, man. Thank you a lot. And
Yeah.
by the way, Gray, I know you like Sam Raimi. Watch Send Help. Send Help is amazing. It
Yeah. I'm
just
looking.
I'm
kicked out an aura from my top 10 ever.
Yeah, I'm planning top 10 ever. Wow, recency bias much. I love me some Sam Raimi, and it's on my list. I'm going this weekend, so I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, it seems to get some universal love, unlike
Have you seen
no other
Triangle of
choice.
Sadness?
I have. I didn't enjoy it quite as much as you, but good flick.
Uh,
Um, it gives me some vibes. It's not the
yeah.
same, but it gives me some
Yeah.
Triangle
I mean, there's
of
actually a lot
Sadness
of
vibes.
people though who they where they either think Triangle of Sadness is like the director's best film, or it's like one of his weaker ones that's more toned down for the non-international, like I mean, the more American audiences. For me, I understand the second viewpoint, but I think that's still discrediting it. I thought it was an incredible film, and I think it is his best made film. Even though I really liked his other films, like Force Majeure, I believe it's called. It was actually shown that in writing class when I was like 15. So
That's awesome. I
By
got to
the
check out
way,
his other
Gray, I
ones.
know you've seen lots of movies. Have you seen lots of these documentary?
Not a ton of the documentaries. There were some interesting documentaries that kind of got snubbed on this one, but all of these are on a list that I have now. Uh,
Which
I'd like to see
which
them and see
uh,
why they were put up.
which one you think got snubbed the most among the documentaries?
There's one called Predators that I don't know, man. It was weird. So it's about that like To Catch a Predator program. Just man, I was not expecting to like feel off that. I thought like, hey, I used to watch those. Like that sounds like a fun time,
Yeah.
sickos getting busted, and man, it made me feel in a weird way. So I don't know. I was kind of hoping for some recognition for that thing, but
Sadly,
there's some
they
good
for
ones on the
some
list.
reason the documentary thing at the Oscars, they have a habit for some reason of like snubbing so many of the best documentaries every year that seem like a shoe-in to get in. That seems to be like their thing. I don't understand why, but yeah. But I have heard of Predators, haven't seen it yet, but I don't know if it's what it's going to be about that exactly. But I might have an idea though because it's been a popular topic lately, which I don't know if it is what the film's about or not. But I if you know about all the stuff that Chris Hansen did and how the show ended, maybe it's about that.
So, are we adding anything else to documentary, or are we moving into the next section
We can
segment?
move on, I
I
guess.
mean, Perfect Neighbor was a compelling watch, but I think that's about the only thing I saw in here.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, coming next, we
Oh, it's so fun
got
to see them in French.
Best Achievement in Visual Effect, and I don't know why it's in French, but
If
it's
you
in
scroll
French.
up all the way and then in the right corner, there's an option there where you change the language to English.
Oh, really? Wait,
Yeah, if you
wait,
want to do
wait.
that. Yeah, just scroll up all the way. I believe it should be there, like on the right somewhere.
I'm
There
looking.
should be like a small little button there somewhere.
Where?
Spoilers. F1. It's under the best
Uh
picture thing.
Yeah, like scroll
Uh,
down language.
oh, scroll down. Oh, there we.
ah,
Oh, magic. I like it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
English there.
Let's take that away. I'm also tired of saying French.
what
Too
if we
much
tried Dutch?
French. Too much French.
Yeah, scroll down a lot. I think. Yeah, you have to scroll down a lot. I think.
Oh
Or
yeah,
up?
you're right.
Either way.
Yeah, still, I'll tell you when to stop. Keep going. Just keep going. I'll tell you when. Oh, there we
A lot
go.
of the same movies.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
there we go. So now I
yeah,
will timestamp best achievement in visual effects, starting with Avatar. Any thoughts on that? Starting
yeah,
with Dre.
deserved.
I mean, they're beautiful effects. It just didn't seem like anything new. I guess good job pulling off a teenage tall Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on that film. Like the Avatar films, to me, it's like they're kind of my, I guess, version of MCU films where they're definitely not like great by any means, and it is like a lot of like rehashing and filler and repeating, and there's definitely stuff that doesn't like work for me, and also like Sigourney Weaver does not play the child or sound like one as well as in this one as in the last one. But there's still enough that I love about it in the world building and music and action, where I still enjoy them each time. But also, I do think the films understand kind of like what they are, though. It's kind of like in the late 2000s, there's that era of just like blockbusters that didn't really like take themselves too seriously. They knew their audience and demographic, and sort of like with the first Iron Man and first Captain America, and this is and the first Avengers, and this is sort of like what James Cameron kind of goes for with that in the tone. Like there are a lot of silly moments and whatnot, but it doesn't take itself seriously with it, and understands that, and kind of like that Saturday morning cartoon style to an extent at points, and because of his having this idea for the franchise since like the 70s and everything, and so I do enjoy it. It is kind of like a good. It's sort of like what Zombieland, the tone of Zombieland, and then what Zombieland Double Tap tried to do with keeping the same tone and humor, which almost worked as well. It just didn't really though because the director just was kind of bad at that point, and I didn't really love the execution of it, but I like the execution of it in this. But yeah, not great films, but I mean, yeah, just for the visual effects, yeah, I would say deserve. And then I would say like all of them are pretty much deserved here. There's just like one. I mean, I might be think there might be another one that I've thought of that I wonder why it isn't here. But there. Oh yeah, right. Actually, there is. Yeah, Superman didn't get a single nom, and it was a
Hurry
tough.
up tomorrow, folks. We want the epilepsy crisis.
Yeah, sorry. I'll be quick, but yeah, Superman. This was a tough year for visuals and technical stuff, but feel like it should have gotten at least one thing, like maybe sound. But the other thing, no, is Mickey 17. I'm not only did it not get nominated for visual effects somehow to me, and not over Jurassic World Rebirth and The
Dude,
Lost
how is
Boss.
Rebirth on there?
Oh, sorry?
What?
How is Jurassic World Rebirth on there? Like,
It's
I
just
I don't know.
Jurassic World, bro. Like it's like the
It's the
Avatar.
derpiest looking dinosaur ever. Like,
Yeah,
okay, so
I
some
don't get it.
CGI Snickers wrapper destroys everything.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
I
saying,
don't
like, not only
The-
did like Mickey 17 and Superman not even get nominated for this, but the thing that shocks me the most is Mickey 17 didn't even get on the short list for any categories. I'm like, did people forget that film came out?
I
I
think
think
they
so.
did.
'Cause wasn't it like February of last year? And then
March.
it was March. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that after it, and it was kind of disappointing. Not the film. I really liked it, but I mean,
Yeah.
like the reception. to it.
I'm really convinced that with films like that and with Bong Joon-ho's English films, like there seems to be this thing where because that film to me and his other English ones, like they're literally like the same with like the style, the world building, the comedy, the scale, the the humor, the characters the slapstick to a T from his Korean films. But there just seems to be something though with like audiences and in English audiences though where it's like films like he does in other languages since there's a language barrier. It's it's a lot easier to go on for the ride and as a film buff, but like then when they do a film in English, that's basically the same like Mickey 17, but in English, because there isn't a language barrier anymore and with the performances and slapstick and humor and line of dialogues, they have like a habit of just like nitpicking it to hell. And I think
That
there's
sucks.
been like this bias for a while. Like they did the same thing with Godzilla minus one, which was an excellent film, but there were definitely some weaknesses in it that people could point out about the American films like Godzilla 2014, but they don't for those same reasons.
What sucks about Mickey 17 is it did what so many films have tried to do. It actually got me to care about Robert Pattinson, and it did it twice. Like, I don't know, man. Just that one got snubbed. I don't know why that. So I haven't seen the only one on here I haven't seen is The Lost Bus. I guess I need to see that. Supposedly it's a bus going back into the fire to pick up kids.
Yeah.
Apparently the fire effects are amazing, so I'll check it out. But
They were good. I don't know if I would still put it above Mickey 17 or Superman, but I mean I could maybe
I
see
place Superman
Superman.
above most of them. I think the only one that really is better visually is Sinners and maybe Avatar. As much as I'm tired of Avatar, I will give credit where credit is due. Avatar looks good always, but
Yeah, well, I mean the other three
tired
deserve.
of these, man.
Yeah, I mean F1 was great.
Stop making them. The other day, I see an article saying, "Oh yeah, Avatar 5 will be on Earth." I'm like, bruh, why?
Avatar, it might be really cool because he's got some amazing ideas for where he wants to take it, and there's some time jumps. I just don't know why we're not getting to there by now. It just felt like there's so much
Like
rehash
it
in this
literally
last
just
one.
felt like rehashing and filler. It's like he expected like the audiences to not remember the first
My
Avatar.
wife fell asleep, and I got bored. That
Yeah.
describe our theater experience.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
but you've
you know,
already like sullied your opinion by saying that the best effects should somehow go to Hurry Up Tomorrow.
No, I'm
no,
joking.
sir.
I think it should go to Superman, to be honest, or Sinners. Sinners, I actually agree a lot.
He said
with,
Better Luck Tomorrow is like his favorite film of all time, but actually not anymore. There's
Not
some-
anymore. Yeah, it got kicked out by 2 movies now.
Yes, which I also don't understand, but okay.
You've seen Dog 51? Cole?
Yes, and it was uh, it's a
For once, I
multi.
like a French movie, man. What
I
did you
finally
think of
found a
it?
copy of it, but it wasn't in English, so I need to get some subtitles for it. But
Yeah,
I'll be watching it and then judging you harshly, Multi.
yeah.
I've read comments on Rotten Tomato and online, and apparently I'm the only one on Earth that liked it. So maybe it's another hurry up
You're saying
tomorrow case.
it's this year's Hurry Up Tomorrow? Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably. Well,
yeah.
actually, my wife liked it as well, so maybe we
I
are
mean,
just
there's
two
some people
crazies.
liked it, but for just perspective, the most popular review for it on Letterboxd is some French dude saying, "Yeah, don't waste your time with this movie. Instead, here's 51 types of dog breeds." And then he just lists them all.
Well, as long as
That's
you put
so
Sharpay on
refreshing,
there,
man.
good.
The robot could for once, and I didn't tear up. Anyway,
Yeah.
um, I
And
guess now, now,
thoughts?
now, I will ask Dre. What do you think should or would get the Oscar for picture if you had the control over that?
Well, we're not up to picture yet, aren't we? Just in
Yeah,
special
visuals, I
effects.
think.
Oh,
But
visual effect. You're right. That's
yeah,
true.
Um,
My brain is
Definitely not
fried.
Jurassic Park. I could hear F1. For me, the one that was the most satisfying was Sinners, but I don't know if that's just the most popular answer since they got 16 nominations. I'm sure they'll get an award somewhere else. They probably don't need it, but it will be an abomination if Jurassic World wins this for me.
I
Hell
don't
yeah,
think-
Scarlet Joe. More of her, please.
Yeah. And look, I will say though, it was my favorite out of the Jurassic World films, but that's because I didn't like any of them. There's,
Oh, that's
there's at least
shocking.
there's
Wow.
at least still things in there, and like the director's previous films that I appreciated, but yeah, it was still painfully mediocre. There were some things I
Snickers
enjoyed.
wrapper, though.
Yeah, and like that fucking
Scarlet
family.
Joe shooting dinosaurs, man.
Yeah, and I
What
was
do
No,
you
I'm
ask
here for that. Just the
Yeah, that was
Snickers
fine.
wrapper
Like, I
is
like
what.
those type of characters in Mahershala. Like, I don't get that. What was the entire point of that whole family being in it? It's like they always have to have like just that for like the kiddos, and then have their own fucking like baby Yoda thing, which they did. It's like that's
We need that.
Yeah, that was the most
These
egregious part
characters
for
we
me.
know they won't die, but they will be pressured and there will be
yes, and the
tension
dinosaur
on them.
somehow can't pop that lifeboat to kill that girl.
Oh, the more I think about that movie, the more I want to forget about it. So I guess we can move on to the next one. The next one, the next one, the next one, the next one. Best achievement in music.
Yeah,
Hurry
original
up tomorrow. Hurry up tomorrow. I'm
but
joking.
okay, so this
Damn.
first film, I don't know if you know who Diane Warren is, but every fucking year she gets nominated. It can be some film literally nobody has heard of before, but she'll get nominated. The Oscars have nominated her like fucking 30 times and she has never won because, it's for like films nobody has seen and they're not even good songs, honestly. But for some reason, the Oscars really love Diane Warren. And they're also hoping that, hey, maybe she'll finally win this year. Yeah, definitely won't win this year. And this is, I guess, just some fucking movie about her life. But yeah, I've never seen it.
That
Yeah, I have
sounds
no idea
so.
who she is, but there's no way it can compete with Heather
Yeah,
Golden or
let-
Soda.
let-
That
okay,
sounds
every
like
year-
like a
every year that
freaking
you
big
see-
ego. I will make a movie about me, and I will hope it will get a freaking award.
So this is every year you see like some film that you've like never heard of before and that has bad ratings, such as like The Fire Within, like about that fucking Cheetos thing, and that just randomly has a nomination for best original song. It's probably her, and that's probably by her.
K-pop Demon Hunter.
I think
Great.
that's gonna win
What are your
Catchy
thoughts
songs,
on that one?
like infectiously catchy songs. Yeah, it deserves to be there. It is some of the best music. Like, there's no reason why it should be stuck in my head, and it was. So, good on them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sold. I need to see it now. Sinners. I I'm telling you, Sinners. I remember Sinners soundtrack. I think that's one of my favorite soundtrack of the
Yeah,
year.
well, it is for song. Remember that song soundtrack yet? But
Oh, music, whatever. I mix
Yeah,
up
it's
things.
just I
My
lied
brain
to
is
you.
fried. uh,
yes,
Viva Verdi. I haven't seen that thing. Have you seen it, Gray or well,
not yet.
not
Yeah,
yet.
I can't
What
say I
about
know
you,
what
Gray?
that is
Yeah,
even.
nobody really
Uh,
does look at the ratings.
Well,
I'll
coming next, Train Dreams, and it's
dude,
very close to my own grades. Um, that's one of the two movies
and
I ended up watching this week, knowing we would do this stream tonight. Uh, have you
when you
seen
say
it,
close to
Gray?
your grade, yeah, I love it. I think it ended up being I can't remember who I put it as number 2 or number 3 of last year, but I
Yeah,
put it on and I was gonna just lift some weights, and I just ended up like transfixed, just like sitting there staring at the screen. I wasn't expecting anything from a Netflix streamer, but man, that thing was awesome. Uh,
mhm.
that being said, I don't think it necessarily had the best music of the year. I think it should be nominated elsewhere, but the music was not what hooked me.
I agree, but yeah, I mean, I'll
I
put this over two of the other ones, but yeah,
I
really,
I thought
this
the
is.
acting was the best part about that movie.
Oh yeah, I mean, really,
Um,
this is a
Uh,
race
that
between
was the
K-pop
highlight,
demon
I
hunters
think.
and sinners. It's gonna be one of those two.
yeah, for me, it would be between those two. But how
Yeah,
dare you say the acting is the best part, man? Train Dreams is the cinematography. Just, man,
yeah,
I think that was the most beautiful film I saw last year.
Coming next. Oh, that section is over. Let's
yeah.
move to the next section, being Best
Now we get
Achievement
soundtrack, man.
in
Yes,
Music, Original Score. Begonia is first one, and I adore Begonia, so I cannot blame them.
yeah. Of course, so Multi hasn't seen the original. I'm sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
You
Well,
haven't?
actually, to
It's
be
so
fair,
different.
yeah, I'll be fair with once for Multi though. I actually think it's better to watch this before the original because the original, it's not really much of a mystery with that. It's more of a comedy and like weirdness. Well, this sort of is, and it's also very different as well. So if anybody hasn't seen either, I would actually watch Begonia first. But yeah, they're both excellent films. I actually like Begonia more though. It's one of the
Oh
rare
yeah,
ones I actually think it's better.
yeah. It's not like the Hollywood remake. We're not getting the whole what is it,
The
Speak No
happy
Evil
ending.
type deal. We're not getting the forget what they call that one. We
Happy
watched them
ending.
together, the Dutch version of hell, I'm blanking on it now. Anyway, it is not the average Hollywood remake. I love what Yorgos Lanthimos
I
does, and
like
this
the
could
beast
be,
with or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, but this could be one of his most approachable films. I dig it, even though it's out there. But man, visually, it's beautiful. I loved the score for it, but I don't think it's the most powerful score up here.
Coming next, Frankenstein. That's on my watch list as well, but that movie is just very long and it's scary.
Yeah, this guy has won a lot of
Coming from
Oscars.
someone that did sit through the third Avatar and almost fell asleep.
Yeah, okay, of course,
It's
multi,
long
but
and scary is why you haven't seen Frankenstein. Come on,
Yeah,
sir.
God,
long is scary.
uh,
Is it good, Dre?
Yeah, it's if you are familiar with the director, he has a certain style, and it's I don't know if I'd necessarily say it's like a gothic. It fits into his style. I like what he did with the story. Um, it's not the score that affected me the most this last year.
yeah, but the guy is very well known with his scores, so I was gonna get in like he
So,
did the
what did you
Revenant
think of
and
it,
many
Cole?
others.
Now that we
Um,
are
no, it
agreeing.
was excellent. Yeah, I really enjoyed the film. It's not one of my favorite Del Toro films, but it's yeah an excellent one. The music I would say was great as well. Same thing with Begonia, which again, if you need like reminding, Begonia is by the guy who did like Poor Things, and
Hmm.
Frankenstein is by the guy who did stuff like the Hellboy films,
And the
Blade.
Pinocchio,
Yes,
the
Pinocchio, Blade
Pinocchio I really
Two.
liked like 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth. I don't know if you've seen that yet, but
Oh, really? Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
it many years ago as well. I need
Yeah.
to rewatch
That's
it because I did
that's
enjoy
Del
it.
Toro, man. He's kind of got that stylized thing, but yeah,
Del
he likes to
Toro
work with
is
it.
amazing. The more I think about the guy, the more I love his work.
His style is sort of like a gateway for like dark stuff for children. Best way to describe it.
And the cast is pretty stacked as well. With this one, you've got Mia Goth, who I know you happen to love, Multi, but
Yeah.
on top of that, you got Jacob Elordi. Come on, you love you
I
some
need
Elordi.
Jenna Ortega, man. But Mia Goth,
Jesus
I
Christ.
think she's great.
God, yeah. I mean, Andrew Garfield was going to be in it over Jacob Elordi, but
I
um,
think Elordi killed it, man.
yeah,
It's
I
the
think
best
it was
role I've seen
actually the
him in.
right choice. Even though the one of the films Garfield did over it with Luca wasn't very good. The other film he did though was We Live in Time, which was excellent. So I think it worked out for both actors, and I think Jacob definitely would have been better in it than Andrew if he was in it. Even though I love Andrew.
I'd agree with that.
So, I did hear call about Amnet. Great. What did you think of Amnet?
Uh, yeah, I mean, I can see why it's nominated. It's not one of my favorite films. I think I rated it at like number 45. That seems low compared to a lot of other people, but it's really good acting, especially Jessie. Now I'm blanking on her last name, but she does an awesome performance. Just I don't know. I guess I was expecting for more. I don't think the film was for me. I'm not the biggest Hamlet fan.
I think Amnet sound and looks like a love movie. So,
Um,
maybe I will watch
I
it with
wouldn't
my
go in
wife.
there expecting a romance. It's a
Yeah,
tragedy,
Oh,
but
okay. I know
but
then.
I
just
mean,
Uh,
the
yeah,
way it
it
jumped
was a
around and stuff,
typical.
it didn't hook me. But I don't know. I don't remember any of the music from it, the score. So I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure how I'd
agree.
vote for it
I mean,
here.
Hamnet really is just like a another Chloe Zhao film where it's like I would say it's great, but I would not definitely not one of my favorites of the year.
Yeah,
Besides one thing, no, there's one thing that I do think it probably deserves to win, and I hope it does, because they really should have won for other films before. Like I'm thinking of ending things, but yeah,
hmm.
Coming next, Sinners. I think that should be the one that win that score thing. Either Bugonia or Sinners. Sinners,
I
I
agree
respect
actually
so
with
How
much
dare you?
Sinners.
Sinners. Yes, the guy he's basically the new Hans Zimmer. They're hyping him up to be like he did the score for Black Panther and won an Oscar for that. He then did it for Tenet. He did it for Oppenheimer and many other things. So yeah,
I, I hear what you were saying. I love the score. It is my favorite film of last year. I gotta be honest, there's one score that really stuck with me, and I hated it the first time I saw it, but man, it like worked its way under my skin, and it just feels so perfect in every scene. And that is Johnny Greenwood's take for One Battle After Another. It is so simplistic and pared down, but damn, does it work and is it effective?
I
Especially
agree.
that
That's
chase
definitely
scene
up
right
there.
at the end. Um, I don't know, man. Maybe it's because my wife is just like obsessed with Radiohead, so I always hear like similar type weird tinkering in a lot of
Mhm.
his songs, but goddamn, it really had me. One battle after another. It's my favorite score of last year.
I
Yeah.
feel you. I wasn't the biggest fan of one battle after another. For
Yeah,
me,
but
it
you've
was
only seen it
like,
once, right? I
yeah.
don't think you truly got it, man.
No,
You
he did
experience it
not.
again.
I read and watched his review, and yeah, I'm sorry, Malty. I This is not an
Not a
insult
fan.
to
I
anyone,
didn't
but
like it.
yeah. Well, I'm just gonna. I think you were maybe you need some other opinions on it. I think maybe the person you reviewed it with might have. Yeah, I'm not going to go any further, but yeah, I love the score in it. Yeah, but also that guy in 2021, he did the score for three films as well, and like The Power of the Dog, Spencer, and Licorice Pizza, which were all amazing as well. So yeah, he's really up and comer.
I didn't realize he
Well,
did Licorice Pizza. Nice. I gotta check that one out again.
coming next, I see familiar titles. Best achievement in makeup and hairstyling with Frankenstein, first one. Any thoughts on that? Starting with Dre.
Mia Goth had some good hair. Yeah. No, the makeup is really good. There's a transformation that goes on with Frankenstein and Jacob Elordi. Man, they must have put a ton of makeup and effects on him. It seems mostly practical. Yeah, I can definitely see why that one was nominated. That seems to be the part that really stood out the most in that film to me. But the hair was good too.
What about you, Dre? Cole. Sorry, my brain is fried.
No, I agree with Gray.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Gray as well. Yeah, definitely
Amazing.
deserved. Surprised this film is here, but it's good. It is deserved.
Sinners. I'm
That's it.
surprised. I like Sinners for many things, but I didn't think hairstyle or makeup would be one of them, unfortunately.
What?
But
Yeah, I
Everyone
don't know
had
what
perfectly coiffed hair, man. Come on.
Yeah,
And then by the time you get the vampires, so they did some really cool things. I believe it would count as makeup what they were doing with their eyes. They made it so that their eyes shined like cats' eyes, which apparently made them completely blind. But it was done through practical effects contacts. I'm pretty sure they would still consider that makeup. But
they do.
it was really good. I dug what they did practically, and then it seems like they just enhanced it digitally. So I can see why it's there.
what about you, Cole?
Yes, it was amazing. They did a lot of stuff in it, as Gray said. And
The next one, Koku Show. Are any of you have seen it, Dre or Cole, or both?
I
I'm
have.
not familiar with that.
It's good, and it's. I don't know if it's one of the best makeup and hairstyling movies of the year, but it is a really good one, and I'm shocked it's here though. Pretty shocked that's like nominating.
They were
Yeah,
out of ideas. They were like, "What movie have nice haircuts?" Oh, that's the
Well,
one. Let's pick.
Not
it.
only does he have nice hair, but he's putting on makeup in the poster. Come on. What other category are you going to put that in?
Coming next, the Smashing Machine. I like that one. I agree with that one.
You think the hair was just amazing and Smashing Machine?
Yeah, that's like the best rock hair ever. You know, like we need more role where they put the wig on. The rock.
Yeah, I'm just kind of struggling to, other than like whatever wig Rock is wearing. I guess they also did some sort of prosthetics to make him look a little bit more like Mark Kerr.
Yeah, it was
That's
pretty
my
good.
jam. I want more of that. More rock cosplaying as something.
Yeah, I would say it's good makeup and hairstyling. Don't know if it's top 5 of the year, but yeah, same thing with the performance wasn't nominated either, but it was good.
The Ugly Stepsister.
I did not watch it. My wife did, and she really enjoyed it. She was telling me, like, you got to see this. Some of the effects that they do are pretty amazing. There's quite a transformation that they make the actress go through. So I'm excited to check it out. I didn't think by any means that it would get an Oscar nod.
Well, it got, which is great for the person that made it. So coming next, we got another segment. We got the segment with best sound, starting with F1. Gray, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, in the theater, man, the sound is really what stood out. It feels like you're on the track. I can understand why they did sound on this one. It is great sound design.
What about you, Gray, Cole?
Jesus. Yeah, Gray agrees. Yeah, but yeah, I agree as well. This is the best aspect of the film. Um, yeah, I don't think this film deserved Best Picture, but I could at least understand all of the side nominees it got outside of one, which we'll get to. But yeah,
Frankenstein, the sound in Frankenstein.
yeah, that's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
it was really good. I believe Nightmare Alley also got nominated for as well. Which was
I will admit,
Nice.
One Battle After Another deserved that one. I like Sinner a lot more, but I think if one battle after another deserves one, that's the one. The experience
Just for
in
that
theater
chase
was
scene,
actually very fun as well. I will be honest.
that chase scene. PTA has gone on to do kind of a breakdown of that, and they also talk to like the assistant directors and the cinematographers and stuff. There's this awesome breakdown of just the chase at the end, but man, that entire thing was built with sound. Just every little thing that they're adding, like the rattle of Leo's car, just man, yeah, that one for me totally deserves a nod for sound.
Cyrat, have you seen it, Gray? I know Cole didn't, but
I
did you?
have. Surat is amazing. It is kind of this transcendent experience. This guy is looking for his daughter at a EDM musical festival. It doesn't sound like it's that amazing of a thing, but man, it is. It's nothing like Train Dreams, but it was kind of the same type of experience. I didn't expect much out of it, and it just kind of hooked me. But it is this journey that you kind of go on. The main thing about it is the sound. So I can definitely see why that was put here.
Well. Coming next, we got another segment with Achievement in Costume Design with Frankenstein.
I'm telling
Great.
you, man, Mia Goth, she's got some great dresses in this one. You're gonna enjoy it.
Now I
Frankenstein,
want to see it even more.
treat yourself.
Bruh. I want to see it. I want to see it. Cool. Costume design,
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
well deserved. I would say almost all these are. I'm pretty sure. If you can scroll down a bit, maybe see what all of them.
Hamnet.
Yeah.
So I mean, like Hamnet feels like it's period appropriate, but I don't know. It didn't feel like anything special. Like everyone's just so dirty in every scene.
Mhm.
You
I
spell it
understand.
so well. I no longer want to see it anymore.
You should see it, man. It's Chloe Zhao. You know, you loved the Eternals. Just think of it as Eternals Part 2.
No. Oh my. Okay, you just think the belt
It's
right
much better than Eternals.
You
There's a
can't
reason why it got
judge off
nominated.
that, like, come on.
Sinners. I don't know about that one for Sinners.
What are you
I
talking
like
about?
Sinners.
Yeah, I don't know what he
don't
means.
know.
Every costume is iconic. Like I can still picture what everyone is wearing in there. Just man, it's amazing. And then that one amazing scene that just like transcends. Like the most out of place thing was the costumes, but they were perfectly out of place for me. Just come on, dude. The costumes there were perfect.
Marty Supreme, Gray. You're first on that one.
So I don't know. The one mistake I see in that movie was the costuming. They make a big deal about the white ball not being able to be seen against a white shirt, and then at the end they put both of the guys in white shirts. I don't know if there's one of them that I have an issue with the costuming, specifically based off of what they set up earlier. It's Marty Supreme. I don't know.
What about you, Cole?
I agree. Yeah, I would still choose it over other films that were there, but yeah, it wasn't the best aspect of the film. Even though I don't think the film is that great, I would think it was called The Last Testament of An Lee or something. I think that probably should have got in for this. And I also don't get why Avatar's here.
Me neither. I'm like, burn it to the ground, fire and ash.
Best use of loincloth.
Man, you like CGI? Let's pretend it's costume now.
Well, there is costume. It's just it's not anything special.
I feel like so many other movies deserve it so much more. Like Ballerina, as much as it's not the best movie of the year, Ballerina had better costume. I
Don't
think.
know about that.
For sure, you were
Right.
going to bring up your favorite, the "Hurry Up Tomorrow" thing.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think of it, but now I do. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, I don't know about Ballerina though. I would say it was solid, but I would not put it in like any category. Yeah.
Well, coming next, we got Best Achievement in Production Design with Frankenstein. I keep saying Frankenstein, folks.
Frankenstein.
Why? Why is it in everything?
Because it's amazing, man. The one that I would definitely put it up for is production design. Just every building looks legitimate. You know, the classic, whatever you want to call it, the platform that gets struck by lightning, you know, to bring Frankenstein to life. Just everything about this felt right, but it felt like it's also out of Guillermo del Toro's kind of world that he always creates. Just, yeah, production design he knocked it out of the park in this one. Every part of it felt real. The sets, I
Cool.
should say.
Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, not much else needs to really be said. Just it's beautiful.
Amnet seems like a drama, so why production?
Wait, what? It seems like a drama, so why production?
So why production? I mean, that is a question. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
the best quote of the stream.
so it is a period piece. It does feel like you are seeing an authentic, I don't know what you'd call it, shack in the woods, and then an authentic play. But yeah, I don't know. It felt like there's a lot more, like the production design. I got to be honest, ones that kind of affected me more were things like Train Dreams, but I don't know what the production design is on that. A lot of it is just putting you out in the woods. So
I'm with you with Train Dreams. Train Dreams. I'm with you on that one. We are on the same page, Gray. How do you feel about that?
It always concerns me, and I second guess everything when I hear that we're in agreement.
Cool. Amnet.
Yeah, I would say it was great. There were ones I liked more, but I can accept this. Yeah.
Morty Supreme.
Yeah, it's good.
I guess it's good.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no sound, it's good. Sinners. I actually agree with that. I like the barn a lot.
Okay.
It's the best barn ever, folks.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, I would say oldies are mostly deserved. There was one film that should be here, but whatever. I guess they don't
Which
know it
one should be
exists.
there?
Well, the one they don't know exists apparently.
Oh, Mickey 17?
What?
Well, that one's good, but also No Other Choice. Like, No Other
Yes.
Choice, the production on that is just so amazing. I believe in these paper factories. Like, just, I don't know. It put me into its own world. And then each one of the homes that he goes to, just, I love that one. I don't know why that one got snubbed so much.
And you know what? I will give flack to one battle after another, but I will admit, like, the production was kind of cool. It was neat. So, next segment, I guess, which is
You know what, Multi? I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this here, Multi. If one battle after another wins Best Picture, which I think it will, you have to rewatch it.
No.
Yes.
I'm not touching this
you have
with a
to.
10-foot pole.
No, we've made a bet right now. And, the bet is that you will appreciate it more on a second watch.
Yes.
No! Pain and suffering incoming!
Okay.
Stitch incoming! So,
anyway,
editing,
I don't get
F1.
why this is here. The editing in F1, it seems like, every year they pick, like, some film, usually a racing film like Ford v Ferrari, because it has the most editing and it's fast paced, but really shouldn't be there. The editing in F1 at points is so bad, it's like Bohemian Rhapsody levels. Like, do you remember the scene, Gray, at like the beginning when they, like, the two characters first meet and they're throwing banter? Like, the amount of fucking cuts in that, it's insane. Like, I don't get why this is here. It's like they literally just, like, most editing and vroom vroom. So put it
because
there.
cars, like we got to see the actor through the helmet and with the wheel and the car turning. Marty Supreme. I feel like that one actually deserved it just based on what I know about that one. I might be wrong, but so great, Marty Supreme.
So what? Wait. You say that based off of what you know about a film that you haven't seen, it deserves the best editing.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't necessarily agree with that. It feels very reminiscent of some of the Safdie's other films, but I don't know. I wasn't struck by the editing just being over the top on that. It's not bad editing, but there's a couple other ones that I think just really built up the intensity a lot more.
I mean, ping pong, man. Amazing
Yeah, it's ping
shots.
pong.
People hitting a ball.
Is it
Cool.
though?
Marty. I guess Cole is away.
Oh, well, I mean, I already said my thoughts. Yeah, I think it's
Oh, okay.
just. Yeah, that's really all.
One battle after another.
That
I
would
can
be my
already
choice.
tell he's.
There's-
I knew it. I knew it. I read your mind. I knew it.
There's no reason why it should be as compelling as it is. But man, if you just look at just that last scene, just the car chase, my God, the editing in that is just amazing.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to win editing, and because usually the winner of editing wins you Best Picture, but and most years at least. But yeah, and I think it's deserved. And the editing in the other two films here are also amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sinners,
agree.
yeah, for
Sinners
sure.
is pretty damn great. That being said, I think they could have done a little bit more editing to kind of sell some of the things. I'm by no means besmirching it. It was my favorite film of last year, but I think the editing in One Battle After Another just it takes it to another level, especially the chasing, the entire scene, the stretch where he's trying to plug in his phone. Just man, the phone charging segment, and then the chase at the end, just so good. That one just I think it blew everyone else out of the water as far as editing goes. But sentimental value also amazing. It really it's like the grown-up version of Jay Kelly. Like it shouldn't be as compelling as it is, but man, I didn't want to leave the experience of these people. It really sucks you in. I think something about that editing really propels the story. However, it's not as noticeable and flashy. So I'd still have to go One Battle.
Best achievement in cinematography, starting with Frankenstein. Dre.
Damn it, I was talking while muted. Yeah, it's good. I think it's on par with everything else that Guillermo del Toro does. But yeah, it just didn't quite stand out to me like some of these other ones.
Cole.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's great as with all of his films. It wasn't his best film cinematography wise. I would even put films like trying to remember the name of it, the one like ghost film in that house. If you remember the name of it, Gray.
Sorry, I was muted again. I know the one that you're talking about. I'm blanking on it right now.
Yeah,
I
but
look
I
up his
would
name, but
even,
yeah, I agree with you.
yeah, I would put that over, and I would put like Nightmare Alley over as well. But it was
Why
still great.
is Marty everywhere, folks?
It's
Why?
an amazing film.
It shouldn't
Really?
be
It's
as
that
good as it is when it's a film about ping pong. Yeah, I also have it kind of low on my list, but still, I think I have it as 44. I have it just above Hamnet, but still, it's so if it gives you any context, I have it just above. I have Magazine Dreams, one below Marty Supreme.
And I love Magazine Dream.
Yeah,
One
I think
battle
that one
after
really got snubbed.
another. So
Yeah,
I
man.
guess Gray is already sold. He wants. He wants
Well,
his
so
baby
it's not.
there.
It's not my winner of this. My winner is at the bottom of this, Train Dreams. It's the one that the cinematography just affected me the most. But man, again, I've talked about it way too much, but just the dolly zoom that they're able to do in that chase scene at the end, where every hill, all of a sudden they pull focus and you just see the top of that hill. It is so amazing. The cinematography in that chase, just that alone deserves a nomination. But yeah, if I'm going the whole picture, the one that affected me a little bit more was Train Dreams. I just was not expecting to feel that and go on this visual journey. But I respect all the choices up here.
What about you, Cole?
I agree. I would say pretty much all these are deserved, but I would probably go with Train Dreams for my favorite. But I do think the one that will win will likely be Sinners. I do think it's just going to sweep a lot of the technical and design stuff.
For once, I'm right because that's mine. Okay, well, let's go higher and higher and higher. Chloe is always back.
This is
Again.
director or writer, I think. Okay.
Screenplay with Begonia. That's mine. Begonia is lit. I like it.
Yeah, well, I really
So
think
cool.
they should nominate the original writer for this too. But yeah, something they really don't do. Same thing with like the novel writers that they adapted off of. I really think they should get nominees too. But yeah, I mean, Begonia was amazing in it. I would not say it's my favorite of the year, but in writing, but I would say it's pretty damn close. Definitely top three, at least for
What about
adaptation.
you, Gray? You're muted. The Gray trope. He speaks and he's muted.
Sorry, I had a
So-
dog issue, and then I was out of the room.
I was about to say maybe he's like catching his bird or something.
I was actually trying to put the dogs away and grab the bird, so close. But yeah, Begonia's awesome. Just yeah, I guess it's a weird thing, the adapted screenplay. For me, it works so much better than. Sorry, that's the dog issue. It works so much better than the original one. This is kind of a remake, so to speak. But man, what Yorgos Lanthimos is able to do with it, yeah, there's a reason why Begonia is. I think I have it as number 6 of last year for me. Just yeah, I absolutely love the film, and his adaptation of it is amazing. I don't think the original one would even make my like top 100 of the year. That one's number 6. I love his adaptation of that screenplay.
Coming next, Frankenstein.
Yeah, I would
It's
say
a good screenplay, Cole.
it was a good screenplay. Definitely not my favorite of the year for this. Would it get nominated for me? I don't know. Maybe not.
What about you, Mr. Zookeeper? The
Sorry about
Zookeeper.
that. Wrangling the parrot currently. Yeah, I've got a similar thing. Like I enjoyed Frankenstein. I'm struggling to find it on my list. I thought it would be there by now, but yeah, it just I don't think it would have been on my short list. But oh, there it is. I put it at 34, so I put it even above Magazine Dreams. So yeah, I dug it, but and it's a decent adaptation of the Frankenstein story. Just it doesn't feel like there's a lot new there. I guess syphilis this time, so we got that. Slightly different than the other adaptations.
Annette.
It's yeah, it's good. I wouldn't nominate it, but yeah, it's just me.
Great. Annette and screenplay.
Yeah, I have no idea what it's adapted from. Is the thing. It's just adapted from Hamlet. Like okay,
Yeah, I think it's
just kind of the backstory of how it.
On it, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. It wouldn't have been on my short list, but I can understand why it's nominated and everything.
One battle after another, starting with Gray. Screenplay.
Yeah, I love the pension novels. He previously adapted another one, Inherent Vice, and that was a lot more closer to Thomas Pynchon's original work. But man, this is such a loose adaptation of the book that it comes from. Man, I dig his take on it. He kind of updated it modernly and then did these names like Colonel Lockjaw and stuff. They're just a little bit over the top. But yeah, I absolutely love this adaptation. I think I liked this a lot more than I would have liked the book. I have not finished the book, but I've seen a couple essays on where it differed from it. And I think his choices, it really kind of made the film for me. So yeah, I think it's a good adaptation, not knowing the source material.
What about you, Cole? One battle after another.
I agree. and I think just all the world building it and everything and all the messages in it and with each character, I think is just fantastic and really compelling. I would, yeah, I would choose this or Begonia as my favorite.
Okay, well, Train Dreams. Great.
So, so Train Dreams comes from this little novella, and it's kind of all just voiceover, kind of just some guy recalling his memories. It was seen as like unadaptable to a film. But man, what he's able to get, and the audiobook for that was also read by Will Patton, who does most of the voiceover in this. Man, I dig it. I did not expect to like this movie as much as I did, but yeah, it's an amazing adaptation of something that people thought could never be put to film. So this one definitely deserves to be in this category for me.
Usually I hate voiceover, but that movie had nice voiceover. Um, so let's go. Higher. Higher. There we go.
While you
Best
scroll up there, though, I do
original.
want to quickly actually mention, though, someone I forgot to add. I won't talk about it too much, but when I did see the Smashing Machine in theaters, there were like these two older men sitting behind me, and the theater owner, and like one of their daughters, I guess. And apparently, they were the two people in real life who trained the guy the movie was based on. And yeah, they did not like it. They said, yeah, it's a pretty BS story. Like they weren't in it, of course, because the guy hates them now apparently. And yeah, they think he's a lot of people in there are jackasses, and a lot of it is not accurate. And they do like the one bald trainer in it, though. I forgot his name, but yeah, they loved him. But yeah, they believe they built up the training facility and then sold it to the UFC for a bunch of money, and then came here for retirement. So yeah, just a fun fact though. But yeah. Anyway,
Well,
original screenplay.
yeah, Blue Moon. I wasn't a fan of that thing. Have you seen it, Dre?
I have. I thought Blue Moon was really interesting. I've never seen Ethan Hawke kind of be a character like that. He really was fully that character. I thought it was a fun kind of character study, but yeah, it didn't affect me like it affected a lot of other people. But it's an interesting story, kind of a take on one night in someone's life that really kind of could change everything. And then, man, an interesting take on you see kind of the way that it ends in the beginning. It's an interesting movie.
I watched it
respect the
at
screenplay.
1.5 speed, and I found it longer
That's an
than
issue,
Avatar.
How dare you? Do you think that it being released at one time speed, the director's like, you know what you should do? You should probably speed this up. Hey, maybe even break it up into multiple sessions. Experience it like
No
the
way,
director
no,
intended.
folks. First slice, 40 minutes. Second slice, 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's just
Third slice,
Jesus.
40 minutes.
There are only some films where I would actually do that with because they're so bad. And God, yeah, but no, that was a very good film. It is not the strongest film by the director at all, but
And I'm
Yes.
shockingly close to that grade. I gave a 7 to Blue Moon.
well, it was good, and I would also give it a 7, but my 7 is higher than yours. It's a good film, not the strongest from the director, and Ethan Hawke did deserve the nominee, sort of, but I still can't believe he wasn't nominated for First Reformed, but oh well.
It was just an accident.
Yeah, this was the
I'm
one film I
not
was
familiar
talking
with that
about.
one.
Yeah, no, this was by the I don't know if you've seen any of his films before. Gray, maybe Multi can click on that guy's name, Jafar, and just like show quickly. But
He is
Um,
familiar.
yes, no, he's the guy I talked about who I believe he's from like Iran or something, made a lot of great films with messages and with like female characters, and was
Oh, this
then
is that one.
then was put under house arrest for it, and he made 2 films under house arrest that he sneaked in with like a USB in like a cake to film festivals.
Yeah, I've heard the story of it. I
Yeah,
definitely need to experience it. There's like two of them on here. That and oh god, I'm blanking on the other one. But there's two of them I still need to see, and I really want to. But
yeah,
yeah, that really intrigues me. I
yeah.
want to know,
You're-
the art that comes out of that. What would you call it? Restriction, and the fact that he just felt so compelled to make it. I want to see that.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, that definitely I would say this is a deserved nominee, and it's around my top 15 of the year. But yeah, Marty Supreme also thought it was deserved. Same thing with Sentimental Value. Same thing with Sinners. I would say all these are pretty much
Little Value
deserved.
is way better than it deserved to be. I love the screenplay for that one. I don't know if it's as well. I guess looking at the other ones, yeah, I would say it's on par with those.
Interesting. So let's move on to best achievement in directing. Chloe Zhao and Amnet. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, the weakest one here.
I agree. Um, for me, it would be between PTA and Ryan Coogler. I think I'd give it to Coogler. Just seeing what he went through for that and banking on himself, and then the fact that it was actually successful and his bet on himself is going to pay out long run. Not only getting the most nominations, but since he's forfeited a bunch of his pay for points on the back end, hopefully he just keeps making money on this thing. Sadly,
Yeah.
it's probably going to give us a Sinners franchise, but as of right now, it is awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
I also enjoyed Ryan Coogler a lot. I look at that and I'd say Ryan Coogler, but I've only seen 2 of these 5s. So maybe it's just my bias because I like so much more Sinners.
Yeah, I mean, at the start, earlier in the year, I would say give it to Paul Thomas Anderson, and his directing might be the best of the year. However, the more I think about it, they might give it to Ryan Coogler, though, just because of not only the amount of nominees he got, and so they don't do another like Dune thing, but who wasn't even nominated for director in either film, but because there has yet to be, to my knowledge, there has yet to be a single black director that has won this award, which is pretty insane. And that Steve McQueen didn't win it before, but so I think Paul Thomas Anderson and others are like long overdue as well. But I think Paul Thomas Anderson will probably get some Oscars for like screenplay or like best picture. I think so. I think they'll give this to Ryan Coogler. The more I think about it.
Well. Coogler is great. So our Just Safdie, is he overrated on that section? I feel like he's overrated right now.
No, he is not to me, but I would say Chloe Zhao is. But
The only
Yeah,
woman. Are you sexist, Cole?
I'm sexist towards
bit.
her. Yeah, she is not a great director. Nomadland was overrated as hell. Eternals was trash. I do not understand why this is the female director they're pushing, just like with the Hurt Locker when she won before. There are way better female directors that they never push.
She
I did like.
every diversity points, bro. You just don't get it.
Okay, I mean there were. I liked the director who did The Power of the Dog, though. I don't know if her directing was best of the year, but I was happy with that win, though. But yeah, the others, no.
Coming next, best performance by an actress in a supporting role.
Yeah, I'm surprised they
Amy
did
Madigan.
not snub a horror film performance for once.
I
I
look
just
at that.
gotta say, Amy Madigan, it is the performance of the year. I didn't realize that Aunt Gladys was going to affect me so much, but yeah,
I
I'm putting
see
it all in.
Elle
Amy Madigan.
Fanning. I
Keep looking.
want to see her movie now. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't exactly say that it's her movie, but she's a character in there. But it
Yeah.
is Amy Madigan's movie, and you don't usually get that with a supporting character. So for me, all in on Amy Madigan, even
Yeah.
though there's some strong other ones here. Inga did amazing in Sentimental
Yeah.
Value.
Yeah, I think it's going to be They might give it to like one of the other ones at the bottom there, but I do think it should come down to Inga or Amy, and I would give it to Amy.
I will be honest, I liked Weapons, but all I remember is the drone running like and the
What?
brainwash machine
drone
and
running?
the kids running in the straight line.
Drone running?
Yeah.
You mean Naruto running? Come on.
Yeah, Naruto running, exactly.
Well, you like the
Amy
film? but
was
that's what you
Amy
remember.
the witch, the bad
Aunt
girl?
Gladys. Yeah.
It's like you
So,
say you like the
I'm-
film, but that's all you remember. Man, Multi.
I know you're not familiar with classic films, but yeah, you might remember Amy Madigan as John Candy's girlfriend and Uncle Buck. She's always been these like kind of amazing side characters, but this really gave her a chance to shine. I'm glad she's getting recognized. I hope she gets a win.
I would pick Sinners. I'm a sellout for Sinners.
Really, that's the best supporting performance. So, like,
Hey,
I have
quick,
a soft
Multi,
spot
since you're
for
giving
Black
it to the
Woman,
best
okay?
supporting
It's my
character
soft
here,
spot now.
who did Tiana Taylor play in that movie?
You
You don't have to give the character's name. Just which
one of
character was
the girlfriends.
one of the.
Uh-huh. Okay.
All
right.
I've seen that movie like 8 months ago, man. More than that.
And yet you're saying
actually.
it's the best supporting performance of the year, but
Yeah.
you
Well, he
can't
said
even point out
Sinners.
which one it is. It's one of those.
Yeah.
Black Power.
Jesus
Next.
Christ. Okay.
That's my exact argument with Amy Madigan. When did Weapons come out? Wasn't it like March of last year also? It was early last year.
But
And that
I've seen
performance
it
is
much
still
later.
sticking out to
That's
me.
the irony in that. I've seen it like at the end of the summer because it was still in the theater at the end of the summer.
Well, I saw it in theaters, and man, that performance, it still sticks out to me.
Yeah.
It's powerful. That's why Amy wins for me. It's not just
Agreed.
because of who she is.
Yeah,
But
I think-
now I want to see the Elle Fanning movie. I'm sold. I want to see it.
It's really not our film, but okay. I mean,
It's her film. Okay, it's her film.
Jesus.
Are
but-
we adding anything else? Is Inga great in sentimental value?
Yes. I mean, there's
Yeah,
only one
both the
thing I
sisters
just
are
have
great.
left to say, though. I believe if Amy wins, it would probably be like the first time since like Misery that like there was a horror film ish that was only nominated for like an acting Oscar and it won it. I believe Misery is like the only other example of that.
Yeah, and I don't know if Sinners is going to count as much. To me, it's like the perfect mix of like, "Oh brother, where art thou?" and then From Dusk Till Dawn, and then it's got this perfect dusting of like Crossroads from the '80s, the Ralph Macchio, Steve Vai flick, and just man, that perfect mix is great. But I don't know if that makes it a horror movie or not. But I think you could make that argument that at least they're getting some other nominations.
Coming next, best performance by an actor in a supporting role with Benicio del Toro. Oh, that's the Mexican that helps the guy crossing the border.
Yes, the Mexican. Yes.
Okay,
Some would call him a
give it to
sensei.
him. I give
Perhaps
it-
a
that-
Sifu.
That's the first thing I give to one that.
But yes, these are all really good performances. There were some that I think there's like one or two that I think really got snubbed not being here. But for the best of the year, I can't believe I'm saying this. I usually find him to be very overrated, and I was pissed when he won his last two Oscars, especially over Mickey Rourke. But I would actually say Sean Penn was the best.
Damn.
Sean Penn was
I don't know,
cool,
man.
actually. Cool bad guy.
Oh, okay. Now I feel stronger in my conviction because Multi agreed with you. I don't know, man. If there's one thing that I didn't like about One Battle, it was Sean Penn. I thought it was a little over the top. Where like Benicio, I would totally give it to him. But I love me some Delroy Lindo. Like, just I hear what you're saying that he's been in other things and been a little bit more. He's been better in other roles, but man, he stole every scene that he was in.
Yes,
And
I loved him a lot in Sinners too. I think there were definitely 5 better performances than him this year, and same thing with Benicio. Even I think it just so that
Fair enough.
since they snubbed him though for the Five Bloods, and since they added the casting category, they had to, if they're gonna like nominate films like Sinners
Yeah.
for best cast, and then they have to have a lot of acting noms for it. That's going to be like the rule from now on, though. So, and because they snubbed him before, it was an easy choice. I just, I wouldn't say he was best of the year or even top 5 in supporting actor. So,
But my pick
Fair enough.
remains the Mexican guy that helped crossing the border.
As offensive as that is, sadly, I sort of agree with Multi. So, like, my two that I still remember, like, exactly what the entire performance is, it's Delroy Lindo. He just stole every scene for me. But the second would be Benicio del Toro. There's just so many, like, little things that he's doing in that movie that just kind of stick with you. While he's getting pulled over, the little dance he does, yelling at the guy to get off the phone, and Bob thinking that it's him. There's just little things that are kind of amazing in that performance. Also calling them like little beers. I dig his entire performance there. I think those are the two that really stuck out to me, where Sean Penn's performance kind of stuck out for a different reason. But I won't be upset if he wins. It's a great movie.
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's a
The
great
way I see
Mexican.
Sean, if you've seen the movie Widows, and that like older like villain actor in Widows who's like the racist, that's like what Sean Penn kind of reminds me of with his character, and it is over the top. But again, in that
Oh
movie,
my.
the characters are like kind of over the top to an extent. Like it is like the whole movie is sort of like a satire on all the cliches in America and throughout history as well. So I really enjoyed it, and there was still a lot of heart to his performance as well. And where even despite all the horrible things he's done and how he is as a person, you still in the back of your head like he is redeemable, and you kind of hope that he'd do it. But yeah,
I see that, and that's the best leading actress. I'm shocked. I think this is the hardest for me because I'm torn apart. I adore Emma Stone, but if I had legs, I'd kick you was just something else. So I don't know which
Damn it.
one of these two I would give.
yeah. I don't think Kate Hudson
No.
deserves to be here, but the other
No.
4. Yeah, for me though, this was the one thing I was talking about with Hamnet. This is the one Oscar I think it deserves. And Jesse Buckley has been amazing in so many films. Mainly, I'm thinking of Ending Things. I would really love to see her win an Oscar. However, Renee is also an amazing actress and from The Worst Person in the World, so I would not mind her winning as well. And I also wouldn't mind Emma Stone winning a third time, honestly, and trying to push for that record. But I would give it to Jesse personally.
I think Jesse's going to win. Hers is the most powerful performance from that movie. If anything's going to be, like honored in that movie, it's going to be her performance. I think she's a shoo-in. I hate to agree with Multi. I think the one that affected me the most was Rose Byrne. Rose Byrne. I think it's
I
Byrne.
want to
don't know
see
why I wanna
every
call it Byrne.
Rose Byrne movie now. To be honest, after watching If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. I think I fell in love.
Yeah, I don't
Dude,
know
I
about
did
that.
not realize that she had an accent. Her performance in that is great. But I happened to see her in something after that, and it's like, oh wow, there's way more going on than I even thought. But
I'm so
Renee is amazing as well. She is that entire movie. Emma Stone goes way far. She's willing to commit to that character. I don't think it's her best movie, and I don't think it's her best role in a Yorgos Lanthimos film. So I don't know. I think I'd have to go Rose Byrne. But I think Jesse Buckley's going to win.
Yeah, I mean the top 3 there. I mean top 4 really. Be happy if anyone just. I still don't get why Kate's there.
Why
but
is Sung there? Like, I've seen the trailer and I'm like, Hugh Jackman and whatever the girl is, I don't know.
yeah, that's the complete unknown of this year. Way worse so, but
That movie just didn't sell me on the trailer. I was like, nah, I will pass on that. So I guess Gray and I are pretty close on that one.
We're
Do
miles
you still
apart.
agree?
It sickens me a little bit, but I know that Jessie Buckley is going to win, and deserved. Her performance was great, even though I didn't really like it.
Yeah.
The movie, but as a whole.
Best performance by an actor in
Yeah.
a leading role.
This was such a stacked category this year. Seriously, as much there are so many actors who weren't nominated, from Dwayne Johnson to Robert Pattinson to that actor. So I keep blanking on his name, but in No Other Choice, to many others. Yeah, this was really a stacked year for lead actors. None of them are undeserving. It's a shame that they can't like increase these categories to 6 already. But yeah, my favorite though. Yeah, I love Ethan Hawke. I wouldn't say it's his best. So same thing with Michael B. Jordan. I loved him a lot. Wouldn't say it's the best of the year. Same thing with Wagner. And same thing with Leonardo. I do think this is Timmy's Oscar finally. He's been in so many films and amazing for a while. And his peak before this, I would say, was Call Me by Your Name and Dune Part Two. But I think this is now the film where he wins an Oscar, and I think it should be a shoe in. I think this should be this might be the only Oscar that Marty Supreme wins. Honestly,
I hope he doesn't. I think you might be right. A lot of the buzz is going for old Timmy there. I wouldn't mind if Leo won, but I don't feel like that's the role
I
of
want
the year
Leo,
or anything
the
like
terror lord that helps his daughter dodging ice.
What are you talking about? It's Bob, man. He's the dude. You finally get to see Leo do what you always wanted to see him do: vape. It's awesome.
Getting eye on something.
So
again, Malty, like that's kind of like, as I said with that film, like it is like a satire on America. It's like, yes,
Yeah.
him and others, did that stuff, but again, they weren't depicting it as a good thing in the film. And every person who was violent in that film on both sides.
Oh, we got a Doberman in the chat. Welcome.
Oh.
OVAA was a terrible movie. Thank you, Doberman.
Well,
I'm not
it's okay to be
lonely
wrong
anymore.
It's okay to be wrong. That's fine.
You two have horrible cinema takes. But Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon. Again, I think like Cole was saying, it's not Ethan Hawke's best performance ever, but man, does he disappear into that role. I've never seen him play anything like that. That wouldn't upset me if he won. For me, I think it's a shoe-in for Michael B. Jordan, because not only does he do one amazing performance, but he's doing dual leads. Nobody else is doing that. So I want Michael B. Jordan to win. Sadly, I would be disqualified from voting because the other film that I haven't seen is The Secret Agent. I need to watch that.
Trust me, it doesn't. It deserves most of the nominees it got. It doesn't deserve to win anything, no. I'll just say that. It's a great film, but yeah.
But I think it's going to Timmy Chalamet for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, with Michael B. Jordan,
Hopefully he does.
Timmy,
he
man.
deserves it. I think he worked very hard. Like, he accepted doing a terrible Fantastic Four. I mean, after that, you gotta get some cookie at some point.
Jesus, but I mean, yeah, he did do an amazing job, and he had the dual performance. But I mean, there has been many dual performances lately in so many films by actors who don't get recognized.
Dude, I think there was like 10 of them this year. I was just counting them the other day. I finally watched Twinless, and it's like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I wouldn't say it's like as impressive anymore. There's a lot of actors doing it and who can do it well.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed.
What?
Multi, who do you think is winning out of all of those?
DiCaprio,
I know you haven't seen all of them.
All the way.
Going DiCaprio?
I've seen most of these, actually. The only one, two, actually, I've seen half. Okay, I've seen half. But DiCaprio, like, the guy deserves it. He works hard. But Michael B. Jordan also is kind of good, so I don't know. But DiCaprio sold me in the old man in his 40s getting eye on something and protecting his daughter from ice.
From ice. That's... and again, like, DiCaprio's character literally depicted as like a stereotypical just like hippie stoner, and like as a revolutionist. Like, again, it makes fun of both sides equally. And
you want to know the freakiest thing too?
Damn.
Apparently, the kind of pregnant Amy Schumer one from earlier this year. She was dressed almost exactly the same as Bob. It is so weird, but yeah, I don't know. Two of them were kind of slovenly, plaid robed lead
Oh man.
characters. Uh, hmm.
Uh,
Well, you see,
I'll
Multi
be
thinks that
honest,
anything
Overman.
prior
I'm
than
tired, so my takes are even worse than usual because, like, Friday, it's my day. I become normal and I don't sleep.
you're
Um,
not
You're
normal.
about the same as usual.
You're not normal, sir. But on top of that, Multi has never seen a film prior to 2010. Anything before that's an old film. So you got to
Yeah.
understand how he's viewing old men. You've probably seen a film from before 2010.
Yeah, and also remember that he thinks that films like
I
12 Years a Slave are musicals because they're singing in it.
I've seen Batman Returns yesterday.
I feel bad
Wow,
for
were
you.
you able to find a machine that could play it?
Yeah, I'm joking. I actually had seen it. That's a great movie, by the way. Anyway, let's move up the
Yeah.
list for the next thing in there being
That's Best Picture.
Best Picture with another freaking Marty Supreme. I'm so tired of saying Marty Supreme, to be honest.
Um,
Oh, so that's the top one. That's the last one.
Wait, have you
Best
not seen the
Picture.
film though? Didn't you say you haven't seen the film?
I haven't seen it, but I'm tired of seeing it
Oh my
everywhere.
Okay, but you're not tired of seeing.
I hate
other
seeing it
people.
everywhere, so it should win. I'll never see it again. I don't understand you, Multi. Fair enough. What were the other options in this one? F1 is fun. I don't see it anywhere near the Best Picture.
Yeah.
Frankenstein, I really loved it, but not Best Picture last year.
Annette, Marty Supreme again for like the 20th time. It will get something for sure.
Yeah, for me, my top five is it would out of these would be One Battle After Another, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value,
Sinners. That's
Sinners,
mine.
Sinners, and then Train Dreams. Actually, no, Begonia.
Begonia or Sinners.
Begonia or Sinners? Yeah, I don't think it'll be that. So I'm not hearing as much buzz towards Marty Supreme. So I think it's either going to be One Battle After Another or Sinners. I'm in the Sinners camp, but almost everyone else I talk to online is going One Battle. So we'll see. I'd be really happy if it's Sinners. Just I see no downside to Sinners. Not only was it successful, where a lot of people are putting out like, if One Battle wins, you can see how corrupt the Oscars are just because this movie lost $200 million. So I don't know. It seems like a win, and you'd kind of win it perhaps in public opinion if it was Sinners. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I got a feeling they don't agree with me.
Fair, though,
all of them are good films, though.
To be fair, though, what quality films most of the time haven't lost so much money? That's just sadly the case. People don't see dramas like that anymore. But yeah,
that's why Sinners is special. It's something original, or at least damn near original. It's checking all the boxes they want. It's got amazing cinematography,
it's incredible. And you know what?
Cultural impact.
It's got all these nominees, the most in history. It's going to win a bunch of Oscars. So, you know what? I think now would be a great time for like a Blade movie, and maybe if we got like an actor who's like won multiple Oscars, like Mahershala Ali. If only that could happen.
Yeah, like what the hell?
I cannot wait to watch Blade Trinity. I want that train wreck. That will be fun.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, all the nominees here for Best Picture, I would say, even if they're not in my top 10, such as Frankenstein, they're deserving to be here. Besides F1, that's the one just sore thumb, and that's really should have gone to no other choice. But yeah.
Yeah, again, I would be disqualified because I haven't seen The Secret Agent, so I got to watch that one this weekend. But I don't hate any of them that are up here. For me, F1 and Hamnet just they wouldn't be on my top, but I wouldn't hate any of the other ones winning.
So I said it. I will Repeat it. Sinners. Sinners or Begonia. Begonia is great as well. Um,
I don't think the other one's gonna get the
we
love.
got a hot take. Amazing. I like your take. Hell yeah.
Of course you do.
Hey, 3 ounces of ketamine isn't a lot if it's a long period of time. It's all relative, Michael. Come on. And maybe
So
it was
what's
just the right
writers
amount of
won't do
ketamine.
drugs? Come
'Cause
on.
it's adapted very loosely from this Thomas Pynchon novel. And man, I like the changes that he was able to make. It just adds so much to everything. And then I don't care if you hate the writing. You have to see the editing and the visuals of that chase at the end mixed with Johnny Greenwood's score. Just, man, that chase is masterful. And they're going to be teaching that in
He's in
film
film.
class for years.
Oh, I love your new avatar there. Shit.
Oh, thank you.
The way to do it. So that was a very fun talk. Thank you a lot, Gray. And I know you got a stream coming up soon. So that's the outro now. What do you have going on your end of the internet, Gray?
Yeah, well, over on another channel, that's the one. YouTube at The Last Panel 1. We happen to be going over our top 10 ranked Spielberg flicks today. So if that sounds interesting to you, come on
Nice.
over and check it out. I think we're starting in like an hour, but yeah, I know Spielberg has done like a million different movies. So it is kind of going to be interesting to see how all of us, how close we are to them. But man,
Yeah.
for being a super mainstream director, Spielberg knocks it out of the park. It seems odd. You know, that's one of the reasons why Kugler seems a little bit different. Like, he is this mainstream director, but man, was there something amazing coming out of there. So yeah, if that sounds interesting, come join us in like an hour.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I think I'll watch that. I hope most of you picked Jaws for number 1.
Hell yeah, Jaws.
It's on a list. I
I've
can't
seen
confirm
Jaws,
what
folks.
number it is.
I've seen all of these 4 movies. I had regrets, but I've seen them. Anything else going on, Gray?
That's about it. Other than that, you know, come by the channel, hit subscribe. New content usually Tuesdays and Fridays.
Amazing. Cool. What about you? What do you have going on your end of the internet?
I don't know, nothing specific. Just doing a lot of stuff, doing a lot of writing. As I said before, I got into sumo wrestling lately, and I got into like contact with a lot of people who write for like NHK and stuff, and I'm doing some stuff for that. But I invited you to the servers, I believe. I'll invite Ray maybe if he's ever interested. But yeah, I mean, I was working on a lot of stuff, but took a break from that for the time being because of this flu. But hopefully, I'll get back on that maybe tomorrow or something. I am starting to feel better now during this, so.
Amazing. I'm glad you are feeling better. So in my side, later on tonight at some point, I will be doing Metroid Prime 4 Beyond again, and hopefully, finger crossed, I finish the game tonight because now I'm kind of very far in the game.
You really don't have to torture yourself with that game. Come on.
I like it.
Well,
It's just the end game item collection that kind of sucks, to be honest. But the game overall is fun. Outside of that, well, at some point I will be reviewing the amazing movie Send Help. I adore that thing. I cannot wait to talk about that. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't know yet. All I know is tomorrow, political stream with Dragon as usual, because that's a Saturday. Saturday we talk politics here. Next week, not that much outside of gaming, and very soon, we are coming back with some Batman with Keaton in March, early March, and yeah, that's the big teaser.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I have one last thing to say before we leave.
Yeah.
Ralph Fiennes better get the Oscar for the new 28 Years Later.
Dude,
yeah.
It's the most metal movie of 2026. It's number 1 with a bullet for me, but man, is that an amazing thing. I happened to see a short the other day. He got super jacked for his next film. So
Shit.
yeah, I got to see what that dude is going to do next.
Me too. Me too. I feel the exact same. And the same goes for Rose Byrne. Rose Byrne, I think she's amazing. With that being said, I cannot wait to have more streams like that. And we will cover the Oscar once it's coming out. I don't know if we will watch the video or only the release of whatever one what. We will see. Only time will tell. With that being said, thank you guys. I had a great time, and we will talk soon. Maybe backstage. And oh, we are out. Have a great one, everyone. And tomorrow, politics with Dragon. We are out.